And this segment is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sports booking app. Not only is it secure, but Deke, we know it's what? Safe? And more importantly, reliable. And if you use a promo code for all the first time users, you want to give them that promo code? You know that code? You know that what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember. It's Moats.
That's a good dude right here. He could have kept it a secret, but he did not. So shout out to you for being an honest man. If you use the promo code Moats, you will receive up to $1,000 in deposit bonus money. So what are they waiting on, D?
I'm not sure.
No, like seriously, like what are they waiting on?
The time is now.
No, but seriously, what are they waiting on?
I don't know.
Go download the app, use the promo code, and have an opportunity to make some money. All right, now this next guest we have, I'm extremely excited about, man. We've recently seen him have an expanded role at linebacker. He was a 5th-round selection out of Penn State in the 2018 NFL Draft to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marcus Allen. Marcus, what's up, baby? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Man, I'm doing well, man. We're excited to have you on the show, man. Excited to talk a little bit about you personally. And for me, before we even start, man, I was really impressed with your performance against the Bills, man. That being your first expanded role, man, I thought you did really good. So with that being said, man, just talk a little bit more about that expanded opportunity at linebacker and ultimately how you've been handling it.
Well, the opportunity came, with, Vinny having COVID. Mm-hmm. And Coach Tomlin has this saying that he says, this next man mentality, and he's put that in my head since day one. So it's like anytime that I got my opportunity, I was ready to just take it in full head thing.
I like it. Now, speaking of that next man mentality, obviously you started out as a safety, right? Even in college, yes. And then even when you got drafted here, you were playing safety. But you've made the transition now into full-time linebacker. So just talk about how that transition has been for you.
It's been pretty well. In the beginning, I haven't played, inside linebacker since like JV in high school, to be honest.
Jeez.
But, I definitely have some, some type of play in the box when I was at Penn State. They always used me in the box. So I understood gap schemes and pulls and things like that. So I felt like it was natural to go in the box and just get more in depth into the inside linebacker position, and having coaches like Jerry O and Coach Tomlin and Butts helping me along the way was extremely helpful.
I like it. And how you enjoying Jerry O, man? I got a chance to spend some time with him on the inside. Very unique in his approach sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Jerry O, that's my guy. I love him, as a coach and off the field. He's very genuine, and he's about his players, and he's going to make sure he helps you any way he can.
Without a doubt.
Now, you mentioned Mike Tomlin and the type of approach that he kind of instilled in you. What has been your relationship with him like ever since coming in your rookie year? Like, we had Zach Banner on last year, and he mentioned whenever Zach Banner first came on that him and Tomlin kind of had like a back and forth talking about like, yo, we see this type of role for you. Here's like your mission. Here's like the type of things that you need to be doing, and we can guarantee you a spot on this team. Was that ever the case with you coming in? Was there ever any like back and forth there with Tomlin where he's almost like projecting some type of role for you on the roster in the next like 2 or 3 years whenever you came in as a rookie?
When I came in as a rookie, to be honest, first thing Coach Tomlin told me was, all right, hey, Marcus Allen, nice to have you here. Just try to make sure you stay off of Instagram. So that was like during the whole camp. Try to stay off Instagram. So like that was my first introduction with Coach Tomlin. And I was like, all right, cool.
You also got to remember in 2018, man, you still had some of the social media hangover stuff going on. Different personalities on the team during that time.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if Marcus Allen was some type of like big Instagram star though.
Yeah, I mean, I just would be on Instagram, so I understood. I took it and I just said, all right, cool. I'm gonna just make sure I stay off Instagram, and I did. But me and Coach Tomlin's relationship in the beginning was kind of like he wanted to get to know me. I think, and I guess a lot of guys didn't really understand who I was in the beginning, and like how my energy, I was just a little too energetic, I guess. You know what I mean? And I guess as the year went on and people got to know me and Coach Tomlin got to know me, they understood that I was a workhorse and like I'm about my business. Like whatever that they wanted from me or whatever that I needed to get done, it's like I'm going to do it 100%, whatever. It didn't matter. And that's how our relationship built.
I can respect that right there.
Yeah, that's
man.
awesome.
And that's good growth by you too, man. You hearing you talk about it yourself in terms of, all right, I might have had a little bit too much energy right there. Let me dial it back a little bit. But that self-awareness is huge, man. That is huge. But I wanted to bounce around a little bit, man. I want to go back to you coming out of high school and deciding to go to Penn State University. We know it's a very historic program, but we also know that they had a little bit of negativity surrounding them as well. So just talk about that recruitment process and ultimately what was the deciding factor for you?
First and foremost, it was the education, and have a degree from Penn State University, one of the biggest, degrees I had, like off the field. And I knew that on the field, I could possibly start my freshman year because they didn't have that many safeties that were going to be like freshmen or sophomores when I came in. So I knew that I would have a chance of playing, and it was on a big stage. And, even though the sanctions and everything hit, I knew that like we were going to be able to like compete with the best, you know what I mean? And scouts were going to still look at Penn State because of who they are. And we was going to turn that program around. Me, Mark Allen, Mike Gesicki, everybody.
Absolutely, man. And you see even you guys at the next level, man, showing up, producing. I mean, we talked about you a little bit in that Bills performance. Obviously, Gesicki is doing his thing, man. So you definitely see that, man.
Now, could you talk about being released from the Steelers and going back and forth between the active roster and the practice squad? Like, what was your mentality then? Like, could you envision yourself, a couple years down the road starting for a team like this?
Going through that, being released and getting cut, it's probably one of the darkest times that I have gone through, like mentally, and like it was hard. You know what I mean? I'd never gone through anything like that. Being a starter all 4 years, and people relying on you, and people knowing what you can do, and then just have to go basically to the bottom and just grind it out. I ain't never really had to go through anything like that. But I felt like it was a blessing, and I'm thankful for that. I know a lot of people wouldn't say that, but I feel as though it helped my story out a lot, and like it taught me how to be a professional. So like Coach Tomlin would always be in my ear, like, I ain't telling you to be patient, just work while you waiting. You know what I mean? And that's something I always went with every time I went in practice. And Coach Deke will always be in my ear as well while we were lifting.
Deke gonna talk to you now. Deke gonna talk.
Yeah, he's gonna.
He is gonna talk to you.
He's gonna tell you, man. Like everybody that's here, y'all at the bottom. And what you gonna do about it? What you gonna stop working or you gonna work?
Yep, you in there on Monday by yourself working. Yeah, Deke gonna tell you.
Exactly. So that was our mentality on like scout team, practice squad. Like we went in like it was a game. Me, Rob, Robin Spillane, Henry, guys that are playing now. Like that was our mentality. Like we would like try to strip the ball every single time, try to get it like an interception. Like we hyping each other up every time, going against the linemen, getting the altercations, but it's all love at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But I feel as though it was definitely a blessing, and I'm grateful for it, to be honest.
No, major respect on that. And just your handling of it, man. You could just tell the professionalism with you on that. But I'm going to, like I said, this is going to be a little bit out of order here. But talk about, man, just that process of your draft story. I mean, you're a guy coming from Penn State. You end up going to the 5th round. Did you know you were going to go then? Did you think you were going to go earlier? Like, what was all that played into that?
I thought I was going to go earlier, but it didn't pan out like that. The draft, anything can happen. You could possibly be a first rounder, or you could possibly slip and go 6 or undrafted, just true. On the way, what's the needs right. On what team needs what. And, that was something that was unexpected, but, I still was blessed to be drafted. And so as soon as my name was called and to get called from the Pittsburgh Steelers, I've been a fan since I was out the womb. You know what I mean?
All
right. I was extremely happy. I didn't care. It felt like I was a first rounder in my eyes.
I like that. Now, this week, man, after the game, Coach Tomlin, when he was talking about you guys' performances, he said that the Bills were more physical than you guys. And he said he never wants to say that, but he felt that was the case. So just talk about, man, how you guys have been responding to that this week and to make sure that it won't happen again going forward.
Well, if Coach Tomlin felt like they were more physical than us, then, Coach Tomlin is going to make sure that he puts us in position to be more physical than the next team for the next week. So in our practices so far, he has specific guys that he put in shoulder pads, and we'll do some like backs on backers, or, do some get offs like with one-on-one with the lineman, D tackle, and the center. But we've definitely been putting in the work at practice to fulfill what he needs.
I like it. And Coach Tomlin, he always does a good job of, finding different specific things to get just what he's looking for. So you're not doing too much, but it's very detailed work, man, skill oriented, which is always what I liked about him, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Too.
Now, this week, man, we got the Bengals coming up on Monday night. Now, what is it going to be, or what is it going to take for you guys to ultimately be victorious in there, but more importantly, get off of this 2-game losing streak that you guys are on right now?
We just got to stick to our keys, play football, play what Steelers football, the football that we know, and, come out swinging first. And that's what every game we have to come in with that mentality that we got to start fast and keep that same energy throughout the whole game. Mm-hmm. And then we got to be playing great football all 3 phases throughout the game. That's offense, defense, and special teams. So with this game, if we do those 3 things, we're going to win.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about too.
I agree.
Now, what do you think has been the biggest difference in your game since coming into your rookie year up until now? Like, what have you personally seen yourself improve on to this point where you are starting?
I would just say above the neck. Above the neck has been way better than it had ever been since my rookie year. I'll say like I understand formations better. I understand the play calls. Like I'm not thinking about what do I have this play and when this guy motions here or things right. that. It just comes natural now, And I feel as though that was one of the biggest improvements that they seen in camp, and that's what helped me this year. Is my mental game.
Was that anything like personally you did? Do you think it was just you putting in more time, or do you think it was just because you were getting more and more familiar with the film and stuff like that? I don't know if there was anything like you looked at kind of how you were spending your time in life, whatever it was, where you're like, damn, if I put this much more time in, like this would happen,
Yeah, this off season I was in LA, like training with all my boys from Penn State, like Saquon, Amani Warrior, Miles Sanders, and we would just all talk ball. You know what I mean? We was just talking ball, and within my playbook, me and Coach TA is the coach that really, really, really helped me understand the ins and out of the playbook. TA, when TA came in to the building, he literally broke it down detail by detail as safety. So like when I was at safety, if you were wrong here, then he's gonna get on your butt. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get on you. And once you be precise on those things, I feel as though it's easier when you go down into the box.
I like it. And for those that don't know, TA is just Terrell Austin. That's it. Just Coach Terrell Austin.
Yeah, the safety coach.
Oh, see, somebody gave me like, who's TA? I'm like, oh, I got you. We're good.
Oh, my bad.
You good, man. No worries. So we know, like I said, man, you're still early in your career, man. But this question right here, this could be NFL or collegiate, man. But just talk about the best player you've ever played against.
Yeah, and you're saying NFL or collegiate?
Oh, yeah. It could be NFL or collegiate, man. Absolutely.
If I could say who best player I played with, I say Saquon. You know what I mean?
And see, I figured that. That's why I was like, no. We gonna go. Who was it against? Because we know Saquon. Saquon is Saquon. We know that.
Yeah, but as far as playing against, I'll say Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely. Zeke is a dog.
Yeah. He's like a brick wall.
Yeah. Compact, can move. Checks all the boxes without a doubt.
For sure.
I like it. All right, and now, Marcus, the last question we got for you, man, before we let you up out of here, is talk about your welcome to the NFL moment.
Welcome to the NFL moment. I would say had to be like, I think Big Pouncy and like Big Pouncy like punched me in my chest real hard like during practice, and like my for a week straight my chest was hurting like my sternum. So I made sure I put like a padding on my chest when I went to practice.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was like probably one of them. Big Pounce.
Hey, it happens. It definitely happens. But you learn from it though. You live and you learn. So it's all good.
You can't go in there like a blind man.
No. Protect yourself at all times, baby.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, Marcus, man, we definitely appreciate you, man. The listeners appreciate you as well. Man, good luck this week. Continue to stay healthy and keep being great, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys.
No doubt.
No doubt. Peace.
All right. Bye.